quiz you guys on some of your numbers. These are teen numbers. Numbers that are bigger than 15. And I've got them going up to 20. I've got 10 frames, and I've got the numbers or the numerals.
A million.
So when I call your name,
1 million, 2 million.
when I call your name, I want you to tell me what number I've got. Let's see. Katie. 17. Good. Harper.
19.
Very good. This one's a 10 frame. Remember, if it's got a full 10 frame, that's 10. And how many more? Carter?
18.
18. Very good.
I counted.
Let's get all over zero. Emma. 19. Very good. Emma, did you count on from 10? You started with 10 and then said 11, 12, all the way to 19. That's good. We can also look at that 10 frame on the bottom, and sometimes we can tell really quickly. Austin, what number is this?
19.
16. Very good. All right. Owen.
17.
17. Boy, that was quick. Nice job. Wells.
16.
16. Good. Zach.
20.
20. 2 full 10 frames. 10 and 10. That's 20. Good. Aiden, do you know this number?
18.
18. Good job. And Logan.
20.
20. Oh, I just called on Logan. Nice job.
But he didn't say it.
All right, today we're going to be talking about capacity. And this is a word that you've seen on your test. You might have heard a couple of times, but it's pretty new for us. And first we're going to look at some problems up here on the smart board. Austin, will you turn the lights off for us? You guys will turn so you can see the board. It's got kind of a silly question. It says, will an elephant fit in a bathtub?
No.
If you can think about your bathtub at home, if you can imagine giving an elephant a bath in there, I don't know if you have enough space. So we're going to go over some questions. I just want you to raise your hand if you've got an answer. We're going to talk about how you made these decisions.
My ankle hurted. I sprained it.
And that's 3. Turn out, please. All right. If you wanted to fill your swimming pool up with water, it's getting warmer outside. If you wanted to fill that pool up with water, what are you going to use? The small red cup or this big blue bucket, Caroline?
Blue, the big bucket, because it got more space than the little water cup. If you had the little cup, you would have to go back and forth and back and forth.
That's a great answer, Caroline. She said this big blue bucket has got more space in it. So you could say it's got a higher capacity. Good job. So that means the red cup would have a lower capacity. It doesn't hold as much. Capacity just means how much something can hold, how much a container can hold. So this blue one's going to have a higher capacity. If you were having a big picnic, which lemonade are you going to buy? Are you going to buy the bottle or are you going to buy the can? Lucas?
The bottle.
The bottle. Why'd you pick the bottle?
Because it is wider and more capacity.
More capacity. It's got a higher capacity. You're right. So it's bigger. It's going to hold more. Good job. If Papa Bear was really hungry and a little bit grumpy, which bowl of cereal would you give him? I wouldn't worry about what's in the bowl. If he's really hungry, well,
The big one.
the big one, this purple one. Why would you give him that one?
It's because it's twice the size of the little one.
It is. It's about twice the size of the little one, which means it's going to hold that much more. So if it's got a bigger capacity, a higher capacity, it'll hold more cereal.
Yeah,
Great job.
And it's fatter.
It's wider too. Good.
You said it was
So, back to our first question. Where would be the best place to give him, this elephant, a bath? Let's look. You might give your baby a bath in here. Or you might take a bath in here. We got a word on here that says or out in this big pond.
Wow.
So, where would you choose to give them a bath, Katie?
In there, because it has higher capacity.
Okay, so you would choose the pond because it's got a higher capacity. It holds way more water. Is that elephant going to fit in your bathtub?
No.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Probably not even a baby elephant could fit in your bathtub. So we need something with a higher capacity. Very good. So we're going to get a chance to practice this today. Also, we turn the lights back on for us. If you guys will move to the black edge of the carpet, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. You see me a spot right here, Emma? See me a spot right here.
Guys, Caroline, you have to move back to the black edge.
I love the way that Logan's sitting. He's so nice and quiet.
Jackson.
Girls, this isn't a time to talk. All right, I've got all different kinds of containers. You might see a cup like we saw on the screen, a round container, we've got a square container, or even a bowl.
Last time.
Oh, I've even got something that usually holds oatmeal. It's taller and skinnier. So we've got all different kinds of containers, and we're going to compare the capacity. Aiden, why don't you join us back at the carpet? Right now, please, Aiden.
This is going to be so much
All
All right, give me 5.
Come here and sit right here, please.
Thank you, Caroline. So today's target we've got up on our TV, I can compare the capacity of 2 objects. So Sarah chose this object and this object. I'm going to compare how much they hold, Jackson. That's a capacity. It's how much it can hold. So first, I'm going to fill this blue bowl with some scoops of beans. So I want you guys to count with me as I scoop the beans. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's getting close. Maybe 6. 6. Oh, I would say this is full. So this bowl looks like it holds about 6 scoops, Hagen. Where's we're on a level 0.
That can hold none.
So let's see. I want to compare this bowl's capacity to this container's capacity.
Oh.
So I'm going to pour these beans in here. All right? We move this
Try
around.
all of them, Miss Roy. Try all of them.
Let's see. Oh, it's getting full, but I've still got some in here. I could dump them out. It would probably make a mess, but I'm going to stop right here. So I can tell that this bowl holds more. So how can we say that with our word capacity? If it holds more, Emma, what would we say?
That one has a higher capacity.
Very good. This one has a higher capacity. So the square container, what kind of capacity does it have? Katie? Lower. Very good. So the bowl's got the higher capacity. This one's got the lower capacity. You guys are going to get a chance to do this with your small group during stations.
Yay!
And you'll have different containers that you can transfer your beans back and forth
With you,
from.
Miss Roy?
So you'll either do this with me, or you'll do it with Miss Linda.
I love this station.
In your other stations, if you're on Miss Linda's side of the room, your second station will be Splash Map on the iPads. Make sure you get your headphones and plug them in so it's nice and quiet so the rest of us can work.
Miss Roy?
Oh, Jackson, if you have a question, raise your hand. If you're on my side of the room, you'll work on this with me. And in our second station, you'll work with Miss Rice and order some jars from her. Empty to full. Jackson?
Why don't I do this have that place back?
What, Jackson?
When do I drink have a good like splash map?
You're going to play Splash Map tomorrow. We're going to take turns.
Are we?
All right, so when you're with me or when you're with Miss Linda, we're going to get a chance to practice, and then you're going to get your exit slip. And it's going to have pictures of different containers, and you're going to have to color them to show which one has the higher
I'm really
capacity
hot, Miss Roy.
and which one has the lower capacity.
Miss
All
Roy.
right. Oh, if we have a question, raise your hand. Yes, Hagen?
Hey, if someone hacks it first, if someone fights over it, you don't have to fight over it.
Hagen makes a good point. We're not going to fight over our materials, so we're going to work together in our groups. And just like I did when I was pouring this in, and I realized, oh, it's getting full, then I'm dumping all my beans out on the floor on the table. It's better just to stop right then. And we can tell if there's some still left in here, it holds more, it's got a higher capacity. All right, does anybody have any questions before we start? Owen?
Oh man, look. Do we switch groups?
We will switch groups. I'll ring the bell and let you know when to switch. When you're working with your group, let's be on a level 1. The beans are already pretty loud, and when we're working together and talking, we don't want to get too loud because we want to be able to focus. Hey, what do you need?
And you put a lot of beans in here and put more, and it'll fill all over.
Yeah, it would overflow because it doesn't have that high capacity. All right. Owen, one more.
Do you switch like people, like kids?
Your whole group will switch at the same time. Is that what you're asking?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. All right, let's have our blue group go get the iPads and take them over to the green table. That's Zach, Owen, Emma, Jocelyn, and Wells. Then we'll have Lucas, Caroline, Jackson, and Hagen. You can go to the yellow table. That's where I'll be. Hagen, you want to carry these for me?
Oh.
Thank you.
I'll try this.
I'm going to have
I tried this.
Austin, Jackson, Austin, Fallon, Harper, Carter, and Logan to Miss Linda's table. The rest of you to the red table. You guys are going to start cutting apart your drawers. Logan, can you come here?
Okay, let's see.
All right, Caroline, why don't you guys pour this all back in here so we can get started, all right?
Okay, let's start. Did you say we can put them in I did this. I did this way.
Okay, guys.
Me and Jackson are gonna do that. Miss, I don't know Caroline, there's something. Okay, this is not fun.
All right, guys. Let's container to start with. Hagen and Caroline, you guys can be partners. And then Lucas and Jackson, you guys can be partners, okay?
And this one?
Let's see. Jackson, which container do you have? Which container do you have? This one? All right, Jackson's going to start scooping into the oatmeal. Caroline, which one are you going to scoop into? Hagen's using the cup? All right, Hagen's going to scoop into the cup. Let's let Hagen do his cup, okay? All right. Jackson, you're going to get a lot of scoops, huh?
Hello. One. Hey, give one
We're
Let's not overflow it, Hagen. Right now, let's look at Hagen and Caroline. Hagen filled up with all the way full with beans. Caroline, what's your container? Caroline's got the blue ball. What's your prediction, Hagen?
I think that one's fine.
You think this one is going to have more than this one? Caroline, what do you think? You think this one is going to hold more than this one, but Caroline thinks the bowl has the higher capacity.
But that one
You think the cup has higher capacity? What do you boys think?
No
The
way.
bowl or the cup? Which one's going to hold more? You think the bowl's going to hold more? All right, Hagen, you'll pour it into the bowl and see.
There's 4 spoons, okay?
Oh, Hagen, did it fill it up? Nope, so the bowl can hold more. It's got higher capacity. Okay, did you guys
This one way.
All right, Jackson, will keep it in Right, the prediction was right.
Okay, let's start with the
Let's roll, Jackson.
I almost overflowed it.
I think it's pretty full. I don't think
I need to
capacity in this one, right? They didn't.
Yeah.
Let's look this up before we make these easy.
That's good.
Okay. Alright.
We have to see.
Aiden, Aiden, put your name on the back of the jar, okay? Put your name on the back of the jar. Let's do one more. What's your prediction? Caroline thinks this has a higher capacity. What do you guys think? Lucas, you think
What
it'll
if you
fit?
take
Oh,
mine?
so
Okay,
this
so
one's got the lower
this
capacity.
container has
It's
a,
one of my jars.
what kind of
Give
capacity?
me. That's yours.
A lower.
Oh, you're gonna fit?
No, you don't.
Pour back in here, because we know
No,
the.
you
Alright, so
don't.
the ball has a higher capacity. Nice job.
No, it doesn't. This one has.
They didn't know what to here. They have a lower capacity. Almost. Alright guys, let's clean this up so we know what
So which one of these three containers
Let's
has
see
the
this
highest
one.
capacity?
Let's see this.
Jackson, you've got extra time here.
These two containers, and see which one has the highest.
I'm gonna give each of you one of these. Write your name on the back.
Go back in.
That's right. It should be here and you can.
Can I get a blue one?
It's not blue.
We already started the vacuum.
Highest
Yeah, that's mine.
These two. We're gonna decide which of these two has the highest.
Alright. Thanks for cleaning up. Okay, good.
You're welcome.
Alright, so Jackson, already, because we need to sit down so we can do our exit slip, right? We'll be back.
These two think has a higher
Caroline, you
capacity.
dump them in that red bucket?
Yeah, this one does.
Empty. What's the vocabulary word that we're using?
This account
Empty.
Thank you, Caroline.
She just
Megan, put your name on it. Jacqueline, put your name on it.
I found one for you.
Part of the easy.
Here's one thing.
High capacity. High capacity.
Alright, Jackson.
Three, that was three.
Let's listen for directions before we start. Alright. Everybody's got their name on the paper? Good job.
I've already done that.
Here's what the directions say. We're gonna color the container with the higher capacity red, and the one with the lowest, or the smallest capacity blue. Caroline, I've got your crayons right there. So let's look at the trash can and the bucket to play with on the beach. Which one's got a higher capacity? Lucas has one of these buckets. He's playing with it. Which one's got a higher capacity? The trash can, that's gonna hold more, so you'll color that one red. Then your bucket will have to be
Let's say, how many scoops are in there? Everybody's
red.
Alright, so this one has
Megan, here's your form.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 scoops. So this one has 5 scoops, okay? And we're gonna
Alright,
see
so color
if this
the
container
one with the
will
largest
hold
red
5
and the
scoops.
smallest orange.
Think it's gonna hold it? What's your prediction?
I predict that it's
You predict it won't hold it? So which one's container will hold 5 scoops?
Are we doing large here?
Make sure you're doing a nice and neat job coloring.
I did.
Look, it held 5 scoops.
Come here,
So
explain
we're
what
gonna
how you decide where they
Every
went.
scoop?
No.
So now you were saying about these two containers.
What was this?
I was right about
Empty. And this one has.
So what do you think?
A
What would we say? Barbara, what would we say about these two? Nice job, a little
So
bit.
why did you put this one here?
Because this one have five
Good.
steps, when we
Great
stick
job.
it in, and when we
No,
put it in this one,
Okay,
same
so
size. They look different, don't they?
which one's
One looks taller than the other, but they have the same capacity. I'll pull us out. Okay, now what do you think about this one? Okay, so we know these two have the same capacity. What do you think about that? Do you think that
Just
one's
talked
gonna
about
work
that today. Mentioned yours, that's good.
Okay, let's see if it does.
Good.
Oh, that's all of it. That's all.
That's okay.
It did. So this one has a
Jackson, okay, you don't
lower
need that.
capacity, because it didn't hold our five scoops.
No.
So if we look at all this one at a time, if our container is
Okay.
bigger, it has a bigger capacity, has more capacity.
So to take out two containers in your
So
own.
can you draw nothing on the back?
Lucas, are you doing
Color.
I
Really need you off of the table.
There's a
so nice and neat.
I think you got bitten by a love bug. I want cat.
We're supposed to be talking about that.
Now do you?
Which one is the pencil? You want the larger capacity, can you color it red?
Definitely is a dumpster.
There's a little more, you're right.
I could throw that bucket in there.
Yeah, put your name on your papers.
Megan, are you gonna draw two containers of your own? All right. Jackson.
Okay.
Molly.
Put your names on your papers. Don't you have to do that? That's fine, it's white. So the container with the higher capacity.
How did you
Now we
do
get
that?
all more
Here,
real.
and this one here.
Well, I did do.
You did a nice job, okay.
That's
Let's
no
do our
bad.
number
Lower
first.
capacity.
Good job with this.
What's the vocabulary?
All right, Megan, color in the show.
That one can.
One more. It's got a what?
That one has a large capacity, then has one.
A larger capacity, very good.
This is really large.
Jackson, would you like some counters?
No, wow. What?
For these counters?
Yes.
Thank you.
I already went over.
Higher capacity
Jingle
container
bells,
is
jingle
red,
bells.
and the lower capacity container is white.
It's a song. It's a song for Batman.
And the lower capacity is red.
By Jackson. We've got three in one part and one in the other. What's that?
Yeah, these guys are full.
Lower is orange, the higher is red.
How did we compare them?
I might get finished coloring one again.
And then at the bottom, you have your math box you need to do.
And see,
Part, part, part.
Those are perfect. You keep going. You're doing great.
Now, what is
And then when you finish, you can turn the paper over on the back. You can draw behind, draw two
We
containers.
need it.
Good job, Lucas. Let's keep going.
Higher is red and lower
Okay,
capacity.
what number, Katie? Katie.
Can I sing a song
Colors
that
are
I
close
like?
together. You need a red
Jingle bells, jingle bells,
Each one of these are going to just.
yeah, I'm ready
This is your red.
I'm ready to go. That bitch is
Can you put your bottom down? And when you draw your containers on the back, so the high container red and the low capacity container orange.
Think about it. Where's your whole number? How many are in one group? Okay, so it's part of the 4. We're not adding 2. There's 2 in that group. How many are in your other group?
14.
Okay.
Alright, what number was it? Don't tell her. She needs to
2 plus
figure it out herself.
4.
Right?
So we have 4. We already
Mom,
have
there's
the
Your time is one week.
What if he needs to do a great job?
Different bowls? What numbers
You're
it?
not adding those 2 numbers together.
The bigger one had a bigger capacity.
Yeah.
So it carries 2.
So what is the other part? You have it really big.
The smaller one's not gonna hold as much. You're right. What number is it?
Now I know what 30 looks
I want to hear your predictions.
Let's go all of them.
Something I want you to do.
Let's
I'm gonna ask you a question.
We're not going to make
Yes.
Okay.
Jackie, you sit quietly, time out until it's time for you to come back.
This is
Need you to sit down there
Yeah, going back to this, right? You start with Smiley this time.
It's not a difference. So just pick up 4 of those.
So one was container is gonna hold 5 scoops.
What number?
Alright, so it's 4. Right? 4 total. Alright, that's everything.
5 scoops.
We practice these numbers together.
We're not adding 2. Make 2 of them yellow. 2 and 1
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, boys, what's your prediction?
This one has
11,
13.
12, 13.
Yeah.
So, do you
Okay,
think
so
it's
there's
got a
5.
higher
So
capacity?
there's
or-
5.
I think it has a fat.
We need to put 8 in
Higher one? So Hagen, do you think this is
Yeah,
a
that's
higher
right.
What
capacity?
number is it?
Yeah.
What number is it, Molly? Look at it. I want you to trace it.
Maybe we can.
What number is it, Molly? Good. Well,
You did, you counted all of them, you counted up to 5. 5, you counted up to 8.
Thank you.
It's all her fingers.
And for it?
Next time we're starting with
Your bow is supposed So, one container, so what one has a higher capacity? Container that holds 5.
Your time
Or a container that holds 8.
is it 12, 11? What number is it?
13. You're finished with your paper. So you do your math at the bottom, and you do your math at the bottom. Just tell me what's in there.
Alright, give me 5, please. Thank you, Carter. Thank you, Well. Everybody on the iPad, nice job. Hey, boys, can we stop this a second? It's Megan and Lucas. Alright, you need to clean up your station. If you're on an iPad, you need to log off of that app.
She hasn't touched your pen, you need to design your chair.
Orange.
Come on, it's coming. strawberry.
Orange is the small,
Red is the big.
yeah, she's gonna be all.
Everybody clean up.
Hagen, thank you for that. Smiley, okay, did she say switch?
Alright, let's switch.
Now she said switch.
Lucas, flip flop. That's right, whenever he gets quiet.
I hope he comes. We get to work with today, Jackson. You guys already choosing your containers? You guys are ready?
Already did.
Which one do you nice spinners? Which one do you flip up?
Nice, yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
That's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna write our name on that. I know. I like it too.
I'll be your partner.
Yes, together. We made it. Animated partners.
Hey, you're gonna fill that
Okay. That would be a cake.
Okay, let's share. Ooh, it's definitely full. Alright, good job.
Okay. Got a lot of beans.
All different sizes.
What's your expectation?
Are you ready to come join us?
Do you think this one will work? Or do you think
Okay, we're ready to work.
What's your prediction? This one will work?
Okay. Why do you think that's gonna work?
I appreciate you asking that.
Okay, watch. I'm cutting.
You get the higher capacity, the other one.
So you think my pen on this here, we're doing the target that we're doing
They
today.
will.
They will?
So I'm cutting out each. Are you watching on this? Megan, are you watching?
There's still room in here.
Doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm not cutting any of the sauce off out of the jar. I'm cutting around the jar. I'm putting my trash in the middle. We'll throw that away in a minute.
Higher capacity.
And I'm cutting out the individual jars. Okay, good. Good job on the back of that. Whoops, did Miss Rice make a big deal? Because I was looking at Jackson. So all I'm gonna do is when I glue that down, I'm gonna glue it to the base. So even though I made a mistake,
Which
it's
one do you
okay.
think is gonna hold more?
Megan,
You think yours has a higher capacity? Miley, which one do you think is gonna hold more?
okay.
You think Katie's has a higher capacity, so you both think because it's smaller. That's a good reason.
So now we're doing empty to full. Okay, I'm gonna pass these out. We're gonna practice doing this again. Okay? You have to look. Megan. Are you doing where
What I did when I was a kid.
Okay.
When I was
Which
2.
one would we go first?
I did that when I
Which one you go first?
Guess what? I did that when I was 2.
Okay, right here.
And she has one that is. Okay.
Not for
We're not moving yet.
So are they all gonna fit? Are they all gonna fit? Oh, we better stop. We better
Now
stop.
we do.
So which one holds more?
This one.
This one's holding
And
more.
you have any more that has less?
Higher capacity.
Super job. It's got a higher capacity. Our round bowl has a lower capacity. Yep. Matthew. Okay,
So
so
now.
Matthew,
Here you go.
Which one go with the rest of
Here you
you?
go.
Did
they have the same capacity?
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys thought that because it was taller, that this one would hold more. But there's
So,
shape
you have any
difference,
questions
aren't
about
they?
this?
Yeah.
You guys
What this one looks like.
Yeah, mine will be that one, so square one.
Right?
We've already used it. Let's do a different experiment. We already know what happens with those two. They're the
Okay,
same.
so we'll put all
Let's
these
try a new
things
one.
in here.
Right here. Matthew still left his black cup. What do you want to transfer it to? Which other container are we going to?
These two containers have the same capacity.
Okay.
They go the same amount.
Let's
This
make
one
it
is the largest.
Matthew, what's gonna hold more? This one or the blue one?
You think it'd be the
Higher,
same
higher.
Click up again and mark the spot.
Right.
Maybe not like the back
Hold
work.
more.
Yeah.
You're right.
7. All right, it's my turn.
one.
Oh, sorry, Katie. That's funny. I need to switch.
Right, thank you so much.
How about stay here? Yeah, we'll stack up our cup. Yeah.
We're gonna clean up.
No.
We're gonna do.
All right.
I don't even touch it, we're staying here.
Maybe you can move your
All right, Matthew, put your name on this.
Yeah.
Thank you for cleaning up.
Okay, so
Your
we
name on this.
Take it back.
Here you go. Great, and you need Skittles? Okay, I'll get you some.
So then how yours good for these two? So what should we say about these?
All right, name on your paper. Matthew, we'll get them in just a minute. I want to make sure you get this done.
Look at.
Thank you. All right, Katie, let's get this done. Katie, let's get to work.
Look how much I got.
Okay, put them in the red bucket and sit down.
Right, exactly. So this one's kind of the square container, this one's a round container, but they have the same capacity because they have the same size.
Right,
And it's wider, correct? And this one is round and it's taller. But they
I got my
have.
name on it.
I'll just make sure we listen for directions, okay?
And these two
Right,
have the
just
same
a second. I want to see any
same
size.
size. But this one has
Any color in it, okay?
the highest
Right, Matthew.
capacity. They're a lot more
Directions,
efficient.
okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, so we're gonna look at your two containers. And you're gonna see which one's got the largest capacity. Which one holds more?
This one.
The trash can or that small bucket? Exactly. The trash can. Is it colored in red?
Yeah.
And color in red.
Oh.
You red?
How about
Take a paper, put your name on it.
All right, color in red.
Which one goes?
Then the smaller one is
Remember
gonna
on
be
your
orange.
paper's got the higher capacity or the larger capacity is going
Anybody
to
else
be
got
red,
any orange?
right?
Yeah.
And the lower capacity is going to be orange. So there's some
Maybe
red,
there's
there's
me
some
an
yellow.
offer.
And names, be sure to put your names on your paper.
Lucas, you are concentrating.
You know, Matthew, that's okay.
Perfect.
Don't have to worry about
Hey,
that.
put yours out.
All right, take
Your individual jars.
it.
Whistle like that.
I know you can, but we're not gonna whistle right now.
I know. I got it.
But you're putting out the jars.
Right, Matthew, what's your job?
Seven.
Red.
There's five. Good job, girl.
I done this already. It's telling me. What's that? That's truck up there. What is it?
Oh, that's really good. That's for short week. Don't worry, guys.
Is it cars?
6. All right, so what's your value small capacity? Look at your milk. You think your milk at home or your milk at school?
It's just these in and out.
Yeah, you have that big gallon at home for your family, but it's funny to get that little carton.
Yeah.
Now, folks, it's-
You put it in your
I
pocket.
can just for you.
Just for you. It doesn't hold as much.
Oh, I don't get your bonus one.
Oh, yes, yeah, you're fine.
Hey, there's chocolate, regular, and strawberry. The red strawberry.
Red is for higher capacity, orange is for lower.
You did a good job setting out. Here, pass your scraps to Hagen to get the trash can.
Wow.
Don't take the trash can to him, he's just gonna pass it to you.
Four.
There you go. Hey, now sit back down, Hagen.
I'm down.
Yours out.
Oh, what about this one? You didn't tell me anything. About the largest or the smallest?
Okay, empty.
Ah, silly me. What? I think it's
See which one it is in that.
That's it.
Two.
Third check.
That's it. Ah.
We're not moving the trash can around. Sit down and finish cutting yours out. 1, 2, 3, in it goes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now
Wait a minute, you're not adding those
Matthew, are you
together?
ready to do this number
Oh,
one?
good job, good job. You had the whole, so you
Alright,
say.
Martin needs counters.
On the back, draw 2 containers, draw a high plastic container and a low plastic container.
Got these numbered on. Three in one part and one in the other. You gotta figure out your whole number. Three and one more. Aiden, you wanna use counters? Draw a high capacity container and three and one.
Look, that's funny. Oh, this is big.
Okay, where's the one?
That last one's kinda different. Four's your whole number, right? Got two parts.
Make good choices, please. Can't find your what? I see it right there.
Does this go like you?
Austin,
Is that the
oh,
next
my
You compare these two.
Hey, oh yeah.
That's right. Don't you need to pay for it?
Hey,
Okay, one of those is Lucas.
take away.
I don't know where you got to. Oh, you're tricking me.
We start with four.
I go trash.
Hey, how many are in this part?
This
How many would be in the other part?
You're so slick at that, Hagen.
How'd you do it,
Two and
Hagen?
two makes four.
There's nothing in this one.
Hey,
That was a little bit harder to do.
Yeah. I did two.
Look
No,
out.
we're not gonna draw just anything. You draw two.
Four.
I like it.
Finally, where's your paper? Alright, you know, your name needs to be on it.
Oh, Hagen. Hagen, you think we're doing a nice job. What are you supposed to be doing?
Alright, girls, let's pick up these counters. Girls did a nice job working together.
Now you're being a little trickster.
Matthew, did you finish those at the bottom?
The first number, the second number, the
You
10.
got 300 in there.
Put them on your phone. It's gonna be time to go to lunch. and You're not going to see.
Let's leave these for Matthew, alright?
20. We will just a minute.
I miss. I miss. I miss.
So I got these things ready.
If we take.
Alright.
So you're supposed to color the one that looks on the back, you're supposed to color it red.
And look, how many would that make all
This is
together?
starfish on my face.
Let's go 20, 10,
Can you think of 2 containers you can
30. Okay. Let's go with these.
Think about what
Good job.
Three and one.
Okay. I'm not falling for that. So now you got empty. This one, which one goes next? Yeah, that really is.
Anything.
I know.
Here, you practice.
Where you draw that.
Let Lucas is finished. Come and show me your slip.
Is it?
What did you draw? Is this one cool? Okay, what's our vocabulary word? What's this one? What was this one?
This one
All right, thank you. What's this one?
Less.
What's this one?
Empty.
What is it? Is it a bucket?
Full.
To full. Good job. Okay. This is a smaller size of this one here and this 5 here.
So four,
Which one's the biggest
This
capacity? Okay, so that's colored
I
red.
like
Orange.
That's
That's what he said.
No, look, Riley, it's
Alright, girls, we're cleaning this up.
Look, a
Let me
flower.
see. Hey, you, Matthew, try to decide that this one is after this one. Yes, that's good. Alright, we're cutting this out, and we're gonna clean up and go to the carpet.
But why did I get them all back?
Can we draw them?
I'm starving.
okay, so that one holds
Alright,
five.
give me 5, please. Put your stuff.
Oh,
Thank you, Caroline.
I'm great.
Listen,
Miss Roy,
thank you, Katie.
can we go?
Ada, we give them the card. Alright, you need to clean up your station. You can leave the iPads where they are, and I'll get them cleaned up during lunch. I need everybody to go sit at the carpet. Jackson, can you put this and let's fix it. We can fix it, okay? Does this one go? I love the way Miley came to the carpet quietly. I love the way Harper came to the carpet. Now, which one goes next after that? Matthew, here's your paper. And this one. Okay, go put this in your notebook. Carter's doing a great job at the carpet hanging. Now, Zach is doing a super job. Alright, Jack, so we need you. Alright, I want you to think about today. In our target, we said, I can compare the capacity of 2 objects. How did you do? Give me a thumbs up if you felt pretty good about it. It was kind of tough. You can give me in the middle. Or if you think, it was really hard, I need some more practice, you can give me a thumbs down. Alright, I'm seeing a lot of thumbs up, some in the middle. Well, tomorrow we're going to practice it some more. We're going to get to do a different activity with our containers. I think you're going to like it. So we're going to keep working on it and learning new ways to measure the rest of the week. Before we go to lunch, we're going to take just a couple minutes and we're going to play quiz, train, which I know you're familiar with that game, but I need you to listen, okay? On your card, everybody's going to have a card that's got a question. It says, which has higher capacity, which has more capacity? So, you're going to look at the 2 pictures. Look at the 2 pictures. I've got a mug and I've got a big cardboard box. If this was my card and I came up to Matthew and we paired up. Alright. Matthew, which one has a higher capacity? He says the box does. You can tell that that holds more. Alright, Matthew, here's yours. You're going to ask me the same question. You ask me which one has a higher capacity? Capacity, good job. So I'm going to look at these. Let's see what Matthew's got. He's got a basket. Looks pretty big. But he's also got a bathtub. Shoes on. I think the bathtub has a higher capacity. So with quiz, trade, we've quizzed each other. Now we're going to trade. Then we'd be on our way again. Once you trade, you raise your hand. You find somebody new. Do you only look for your best friend? No. We want to talk to everybody. We want to get everybody's cards, answer everybody's questions.
What if you don't have time for that?
So just get as many done as you can. All right, we're going to do this for about 5 or so minutes before we head to lunch. Caroline?
Don't get the same partner.
All right, so you don't get the same partner every single
What
time.
about if
That's a
somebody's
good point. Oh,
behind you?
if you have a question, yes, Harper?
What about if somebody's behind you and they really, really want you?
That's okay.
And you would probably have.
We just want to make sure we're nice and friendly to everybody, okay?
What about if you have one behind you? Yeah, I know.
Harper, you just make the best decision, all right? Yes, Megan?
Hey,
Is this a question?
someone is walking away and you have to be your partner. You don't have to run
Hagan made a good point. We don't walk away from people who want to be our partners. That's something we talk about. So that, yes, Zach?
If he gets the same color,
It's all right. You'll get really good at answering that question. All right, so let's all practice saying the question together. I'll say it once, and I want us to say it together. So our question is, which has the higher capacity? All right, which has the higher capacity? You guys are going to do a great job, I can tell. All right, I'm going to give you a card. Once you get your card, you can find some personal space, Jackson. All right? You stand up and find some personal space. Once everybody has a card, we'll start.
Harper!
Boys and girls, let's stay on level 1 when we're working together. All right, everybody has a card. You can raise your hand.
All right.
Stand up, hand up, and pair up. Which way straight?
My bucket. Which one is the higher That's it. Matthew, you want a book? Oh, come on. Just the higher capacity. Hey, nobody wants to play.
All right, look for somebody with their hand up.
That's one is the higher capacity.
All right, John,
That's it.
partner. Here we go.
Yeah. Zach. Which one is the higher capacity? Where? That one. The pole. Probably that one.
Guys, make sure you walk around and spread out.
Don't walk by people that have their hand up.
Aiden, don't walk away from people. Thank you, much better.
Which one is the higher capacity? Yep, that's it. What happens if it gets
Good. I like the way you just walk by somebody and have their hand up.
Look at
Mine is small.
Same ones. All right, we're almost done. Go find a new partner. Remember, if you're looking for a partner, your hands in the air. If you're talking to your partner, you're on level 1. Very good.
Owen. Alright. Owen.
Okay, give me 5. I like the way Katie's looking right at me. She's quiet, her hands in the air. All right, you can give your card to me or Miss Rice or Miss Linda. Then come sit at the carpet, please. We've got just a couple minutes before lunch. Aiden, we're going to go in just a second. I love the way Miley and Katie are sitting quietly. Carter. At the carpet, please. Right now. All right, give me 5, please. We're a little noisy. Harper's doing a great job. Jocelyn's doing a great job. We're going to go take our restroom break and wash our hands in just a second. I know you're hungry. I want to ask you, when you were doing this, when you were quizzing each other, or when you were experimenting on your own, you got to explore with your containers, how did you make your decisions? How'd you make your predictions? How'd you decide what would hold more? When you were trying to make a prediction, what did you look at, Jocelyn? Okay, so with these, we looked at the pictures. But what kind of clues did you use, Caroline?
The words and the pictures.
Okay, we used the pictures here, but when you looked at your container, how'd you decide, Emma?
Because I looked at both of them and then I saw the one that has the high capacity.
Okay, so Emma says she looked at both of them, Logan. And so she's comparing, when you look at both of them, and she decided which one had a higher capacity. Did you think about their size? Emma thought about the size. Did anybody look at the way they were shaped? I know Katie did. Katie and Miley. Let me go get a cornflake. I don't know if anybody else had this happen to them. I think Katie had our oatmeal container, and Miley had the blue bowl, and they held the same amount of beans. They had the exact same capacity. But the girls thought, this one's taller. It'll hold more. Katie noticed they both are round. If you look at the bottom, you can see that circle. This one was taller and skinnier. This one was shorter and wider, but they held the same. So we look at the size, but we look at the shape too when we make our decisions. All right, you guys did a great job. All right, we're going to go ahead and take our rest break.
Last time
I need you to quietly line up in order.
I love it, Caroline. Thank you. You really are doing a nice job. You're not pushing or shoving.